Hi, I'm Brad Feld. I'm a partner at Foundry Group, which is a venture capital firm based in Boulder, Colorado that invests in early stage tech companies all around the country. I think many entrepreneurs struggle under incredible stress and anxiety. Creating a company from scratch is unbelievably challenging with lots and lots of ups and downs. You see it manifest continually against the backdrop of a stigma of showing any weakness. And one of the real challenges for an entrepreneur is this notion that they have to be very strong. They have to be a strong leader. They can never show doubt. They can never show that they're uncomfortable. And in any mental health situation of any magnitude, that just accelerates the struggle. And that's one of the biggest challenges that manifests. Well, I think entrepreneurs should pay a lot of attention to their mental health in the same way they pay attention to their physical health and their intellectual health. As a founder of a company in my early 20s, I struggled with depression for about 2 years as I was running my first company. And I was very functional as a CEO and as a founder of the company, but I was very, very depressed. And so even though I could make it out of the house in the morning and sort of fight my way through the day, when I got home, I had nothing left. I had no joy in me. And I really struggled over this period of time to feel good about what I was doing. I was ashamed. I was ashamed that I would have this struggle. I was ashamed to go to a psychiatrist. I was not ashamed to go to a psychiatrist, ashamed that anybody would know that I was going to a psychiatrist. The idea of taking medication was terrifying to me, in this notion, not of taking the medication per se, but that anybody would know that somehow I was in a place where I was so whatever, put your judgment around it. Well, I think the first thing that I would give people as advice is it's actually okay to be ashamed and embarrassed. Don't be unhappy with yourself that you feel that way. Acknowledge that you feel that way. You don't have to acknowledge to anybody else. But start with acknowledging that, because if you can't even acknowledge that to yourself, you're going to avoid dealing with anything. And then start to explore why you feel that way. And, you know, I'm a big fan of getting professional help, whether it's psychologist, psychiatrist, coach. You know, for many different things we have coaches. Get somebody who is your mental health coach. And depending on where you are on the spectrum, find somebody who you can spend time with. And you know, when I first started doing therapy in my 20s, I didn't understand how to talk about it to somebody. Today, you know, when I think about therapy and do therapy, it's an hour a week on Planet Brad. You know, I pay somebody to have to sit there and listen to me talk about what's going on Planet Brad in my head, and their job is to help guide me through what I'm struggling with. Recognize that mental health is one aspect of overall health, and that as a leader, encouraging and building a culture around your organization that's inclusive of your own mental health can be very, very powerful. And this doesn't mean that you have to have a set of things that you do. Rather, it's an awareness of the fact that mental health plays a part in how we relate to each other as humans and how you as the leader relate to everybody else. And to be aware of it. And especially when you're struggling with it or somebody on your team is struggling with it, understand that that's okay and help them understand that that's okay, and then try to do something that's helpful.